Welcome back, boys and girls. Tonight on Disco Elysium, things have gotten very undisco, and are only looking to get worse. I will do my best to convey what I felt as it happened, but let's just say things happened tonight and I said what the fuck and what the fucking fuck a lot more than I'm going to. Out of curiosity, I loaded from the hard save and started the encounter with Ruby again, this time asking fewer questions and trying to take her innocence at face value. Not a lot changes, and if you try to tank through it and arrest her, you just take more damage. One thing I'll do differently next time is investigate Claudia a bit more. Maybe try to arrest her and then see what happens. I don't know what to think, honestly. Except that the sniper theory is the only one left standing right now. Anyway, our suspect turned out to be a setup. Ruby was used to stage the lynching as a cover-up, but didn't come up with the idea herself. Fresh out of leads and all done with side quests, all we can do is go back to the whirling. I suspected Claudia was lying to us, but not about this. Let's start there and see what comes up. The necktie stops us. Man, what now? God, it wants us to open the spirits. Dude, this is so not the time. Strangely, it agrees. It wants us to get ready, not celebrate. Okay, fine, I guess we're doing whatever this is. Now it wants me to take it off. I shudder to imagine where this is going. It wants to be put in the bottle. Well, why? So much fun, it should be illegal. Yeah, I'm starting to see that. Okay, we're putting our nasty ass tie in the alcohol. Probably makes it cleaner than it's been in a while. Now what? Necktie? It stopped talking. Huh. What the... Spirit bomb? Wait, did I just make a Molotov cocktail? Kim can't bite his tongue anymore and asks what we're doing. I debate about this for a while, but fuck it. Let's tell our partner my tie has been talking to me. Why not? In his mind, this is probably a step down from thinking we can teleport. A small one, to be sure. Yeah, gonna be honest, Kim. I think I've hit the stage of insanity where you recognize you're insane but are powerless to stop it. Let's just say the tide told me to do it. After all this, some nice men in white coats are coming to take me away, ho ho, hee hee, haha, to the funny farm. EDC says he just thinks we're all under a lot of stress. He just wants us to hold it together as best we can. So, I made a firebomb just now? I did, that's what it is! My necktie just had me turn it into a fucking Molotov cocktail. Yeah, when times are most dire, that's what it says for the gun. Like, this is for the tribunal, right? I think. Is that the only thing you can do with it? I thought we were gonna drink it and go nuts or something. Did the tie start thinking I was gonna need this? Is this because the armor's bulletproof, we researched the thought, or... I don't know. I have no idea what the fuck is happening with this tie. Well, whatever's happening, I think it's a sign we need to get ready for trouble. Put the flashlight away, get my comfortable shoes back on. Might as well keep the armor on, too. Back to the whirling, then. Speaking of weapons, I found out that if she does kill herself, you can take and apparently use her pistol instead. I wonder what other weapons you might find. There haven't been many opportunities to use them. As for Ruby, even in spite of the pale emitter, I felt okay with letting her go. Though obviously covering up the murder is highly illegal. This whole mess feels like a pile of red herrings around the simple fact that nobody seems to know who shot the guy. It happened, and it touched off this powder keg where people are either exploiting the murder, seeking revenge for it, or trying to keep the cops off their ass for other reasons. But who did it? And who gave the order? Was there an order? Was it Everard? It couldn't have been Joyce, but Wild Pines maybe? I don't know. I think we're gonna have to go back to square one on this. Oh, something's up. Inland Empire warns us. It's time. It can only be for the tribunal. It's warning us to have the cocktail ready beforehand. Once we start this, there's no backing out. Showdown at sundown and it's raining. Let no one say this game had no sense for drama. Let's load up. Alright, Breton, you ready for this? 'Cause I sure as hell ain't. Let's grab the gun, too. Gonna need something for the other merc. There's 2 left, I think. Only 2 shots. Really hope it doesn't come to this. Anything else I should put on? Actually, that spirit bomb emptied my neck slot. I should put another tie on. Oh, that's the tie I got from Lena. Okay. Inland Empire and Volition. Nice. Yeah, that looks better than anything else I've got. Let's go with that. Alright, partner. I'm Wyatt Earp. You're Doc Holliday. Let's do this. Ah, shit. Here we go.
I'm all out of shit to give, Loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Put your goddamn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through, all right?
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, Loincloth shit fuck.
Ah, fuck. That's Cordy, the scab leader. Though I note it says he reaches for his sidearm, but he's already holding it. Shh. Sorry.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The gift is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone caught here.
You all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fella?
He knows he's badly outgunned.
Peaceful? Less than your abdominal cavity, like a little wired mouse.
Fuck, there's the 3rd one. How did we miss something like this?
Yeah, what the hell? Joyce said there were 3 counting the dead man. What now?
The mercenary tribunal. My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene. If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
Good plan. We go for the leader first, if we have to. Alright, fellas, police, break it up now!
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
Skills can't agree. Is he calming down or getting angrier? Getting angrier. Wonderful.
Big fuck!
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
I don't think he's listening, Liz. Fuck, it's go time. Rhetoric wants us to soften him verbally first. Suggestion agrees. We can at least get under his skin. Catch him off guard, maybe. Easy, guys. We're here with Kim. We can do this. Empathy wants us to talk these guys down. Lot of red checks here. Let's see if we've got time to go down the list. I ask about the 3rd guy. Rudd, or Rude, I guess. Or whatever. He's trouble. Heavily armed and armored. Though I'll be honest, I think they're going for a Bane voice, barely intelligible thing with him, and it doesn't quite work. He sounds like he needs his inhaler. Perception spots something. Stick figures drawn on his helmet. 50 of them. All black and 2 white ones on the end. These guys were deployed in Seminade. They talk about loincloths and savages. It's not hard to imagine what that represents. Not just butchers. Racist butchers. Eugene's ready to go. These guys might take out Cordy or DePaul, but Rude's fully armored. It'd be a slaughter. Look, man, they didn't kill your guy. Nobody here did. Unsurprisingly, he doesn't believe me. Reaction speed says he's ready to draw. Again, I think they mean fire. His model is clearly holding the gun. He's not taking the sniper theory well. Points his gun at Elizabeth. Dares us to say it one more time. Sudden logic check. It's fairly obvious why he's not listening. Oh, fuck me! That was 92%! Brain fart at the worst possible time. Now what? What do we say now? Ah, Christ, he shot Elizabeth. Jesus, is she dead? She's been shot in the gut. She's breathing, but not for long. She needs medical help. Eugene's itching to return fire. Titus barely stops him. If the guy with the rifle opens up, we're all history. Titus wants us to start it. Draw fire from his boys. Look, where the hell's Clausier? She can clear this up. Or rather, she could clear this up if she hadn't made a run for it. Gart's up in the balcony, trying to stay composed while there's about to be a firefight right outside his door. She cleared out just before they showed up. She sent us after Ruby and hoped they'd give her enough time. Motherfucker. Of course she did. Well, so much for that idea. No guarantee he'd listen to her either. They're all wasted, drunk, and on God knows what. Not that he needs the help being angry. Yeah, look at him. He's sweating, staggering. They came here to kill. I'm not even going to bother with that Wild Pines one. Who knows what they'll do next. Time for these red checks. Let's start with suggestion about the hangman. A lot of bonuses here. Dangerous, but easy. Ask him first. Let him be the one to talk about his comrade. There's his name. Sergeant Major Raul Courtnire. Logic, nice of you to finally join us. But the pieces do come together. Ellis Courtnire is the dead man. They're brothers. Foster brothers, rather. We know about your brother, Raul. I'm sorry. He remembers the time bitterly. Their foster father beat both of them. They weren't brothers by blood, but they went to the same academy, the same unit, the same war. It's not much, but he's thinking about the past instead of the present. It's a start. Clausier talked about his blue eyes. Baby blue. At odds with the rest of him. Raul is a deeply damaged individual. It's way too late to teach him empathy. But he still cared about Ellis in his own twisted way. Even he recognizes Lely still had some shred of humanity to him. Small wonder the group wants blood. He might have been the one holding them back. I bring up the leaf compactor, where Lely's parents left him. People are broken one act of cruelty at a time. First by them, then by doing them. For the first time, there's sadness rather than anger. It's getting to him. DePaul's getting agitated. We need to wrap this up. Unfortunately, he's not moved by our promise. Elizabeth is running out of time. Yeah, all that makes a person good is just gone from this man. But the leaf compactor is still on his mind, hopefully slowing his reactions. What about this rhetoric check? Obviously, this tribunal is illegal. Krenel might turn a blind eye, but not in a major city. Suggestion thinks bringing that up would just piss him off, but it might get him talking about something else. The bonus mentioned Downwell. Let's ask about that. Krenel used to be Downwell. By his telling, had to change their name when they got too trigger-happy, too extrajudicial. As we discovered earlier, the company's gone through name changes before, and might again after what happens today. Hang in there, Liz. It's almost time. You know, Cordy, I should thank you. I think I finally found someone I hate more than myself. Do me a favor. Die screaming, you son of a bitch! Sixes hits him dead on. It will not be quick, and it will not be quiet. Our necktie is wrapped around his neck. No longer horrific, but beautiful and pure. Jupes in AS men's fashion. Colorful tie, catalog J327. We met in a clothing store. A sad man who hadn't had fun in years. It just wanted to cheer us up. We picked it up and put it on. Nothing will ever heal me, but at least I'll have a funny tie. We were partners from then on. Little by little, we changed our ensemble to match. Did we have any fun? Not much, sadly. It did everything it could, but it's just a tie. The drinking, partying, the drugs, it was some fun, but it just wasn't enough. It could never be enough. Our heart is broken, and there's just no fixing it. On the bright side, we're about to be gunned down, so there's that. It says both of us did it. Deep down, I know she and I are both at fault. Raoul burns while we talk to our tie. He's feeling terror for probably the first time in his career, and definitely the last. I could smell it. Find peace with your brother, Raoul. Even now, the tie still believes in us. Thanks, friend. Time to say goodbye. Time to get lucky. The killer draws on us, the long barrel swinging our way. That gun is meant for vehicles. It'll destroy us. Kim's going for him. Is that pistol even gonna be enough? He's trying to get line of sight on the gunner, but he's barely got half a second. That's not enough time. Christ, only 42%. No time to think, just gotta dodge. Fuck! He hits us. He hits the armor, though, and it distributes the impact. The bullet doesn't get through. We are the fucking Terminator! Albeit one that's probably bleeding internally now. Kim's going for the eyes, the only weak point. Holy shit, he got him! Fucking mail slotted him right in the eye. Yeah, 7 out of 10 my ass. Try 1 in a million. But DePaul got a shot off too, hitting Glenn. We gotta put her down next and... Ah, Christ, what now? You're shitting me. He's still alive? He's burning, but he's got enough in the tank for one more shot. Jesus. Shit, there's no dodging this. Maybe because I got hit already? It's the last thing he'll do, but he will get that shot off. This is it. We can fail to dodge or count on the armor, I guess. Oh, just pull it, you fuck. It hits us, below the armor. Pain everywhere, and we collapse. We can't see. We can't even scream. More gunfire. The Hardy's trying to fight back. Titus. He's trying to save us. All we can feel is blood and pain. It's taking everything just to hold on. It all just feels missing. We've got to open our eyes. We need to see it. We need to see what's happening. It's all a blur. A mess of light and shadow. Someone appears over us. It's Kim. It has to be. There's a white shadow that smells like apricots. It's always there. I can't forget it, even when I drank so much. It's so hard to hold on. It never goes away. It's there. Behind you. Kim, it's behind you. Kim, listen to me. It's gone. It's all gone.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth, drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his wounds.
I can't let go. I can't ever let go.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call. It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never stops. He only gets worse.
Kim. We're alive. And if we think it hurts now, wait till the painkillers wear off. Encyclopedia says they're not surgical grade. No organ damage. Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's engraved on our gun. Thankfully, it's not war today. Not yet. Harbor is locked down. Streets are clear. Maybe we stopped the worst from happening. Barely. He recounts what happened. Doesn't feel right to blame it on the necktie. It was me. I'm a killer. A motherfucker and a killer. Hey, don't beat yourself up, Kim. You stopped him from getting another one. Glenn didn't make it, though. The bullet was meant for Kim. Empathy says it wasn't the first one. Might be thinking of his old partner. Titus charged alongside Angus and Theo. The latter two didn't make it, but Titus and Alon did, along with Eugene. We were down and out at this point. That's when we warned him about DePaul. He's grateful. He's alive because of it. And she isn't. Starting the morning with his one-a-day smoke. Yeah, I feel this. So, the mercs are all dead. Everard sent the bodies back to Krenel. No response from the company. Maybe we stopped them. Maybe Joyce did. Or maybe they're just waiting. All told, the Union lost 5. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, Angus. Angus took a lot to bring down. Elizabeth didn't make it either. Everett sent his own doctor to her, but it was just too late. I fucked up. Kim said she shouldn't have been there at all. She brought a law degree to a gunfight. And Volition says not to think about it. We're too broken for it right now. That's all she wrote. It's a total shit show, Kim. And here we break character a bit. 5 from the Union and 3 mercenaries makes 8, not 7. Still, he's right. That many dead is no success. But we're still alive. It's more than either of us could have expected. Gart fixed the place up while we were unconscious. It's been 2 days since the tribunal. The bullet from Cordy hit us in the thigh. We got lucky there, no major arteries damaged. Some shoulder bruising from the rifle, but nothing serious there. The armor took the worst of it. Volition says we can tank through this. Psycho-locomotor sounds like a fitting word for it, though probably not for the reason it thinks. Nobody from the 41st has stopped by, though EDC thinks Vicamere and Minot are on the way. Kim called our station after the fight, and supposedly backup is coming. Taking their time getting here, if so. It's been more than a day. Rhetoric thinks it means they're not really worried about us. Probably best not to think about that right now. It was Kim that patched us up. This is interesting. Like with the autopsy, RCM detectives don't just do investigative work. He says we've been trained in emergency first aid, and interfacing confirms it. Speaking of injuries, Kim took a beating from DePaul. Minor concussion, but that's about it. If we hadn't warned him, well, what are partners for, right? Let's try to get up here. Well, not going to be doing any breakdancing now. Yeah, I'm getting old. So what now? He has no idea. Neither do we. Our leads have either been written off, run off, or bumped off. Harbor's locked down, so there's no talking to Everard. Joyce left too, meeting with the board of Wild Pines. Kim thinks someone is keeping Krenel from sending in another squad, and it might be her. Ruby's gone, and so is Clausier. Thinks we should have arrested her. Maybe. I don't know anymore. The killer has to be someone we haven't seen yet. We get a chance to go over the evidence so far, and really none of it is conclusive. I ask if it's about what Ruby said, but he doesn't think it's a factor. Half the cops in Revachol West are supposedly working for Madre. We still don't have a murder weapon, and just about anyone could have found one like it. The hole in Clausier's wall is suspect, but could have been there for a while. We can ask about the flowers, the May bells. He counters by saying it's probably nothing, just garbage. Rhetoric protests, but we don't really have an argument. Just feelings, hunches, not worth mentioning. The footprints in conjunction with the hole should be suspicious, but they don't prove anything by themselves. Let's be frank here. The ballistics of the shot are all we have to go on. Volition encourages us. That bullet came from somewhere. There's got to be a reason why nobody seems to know who fired it. Man, Dick Mullen makes this shit look easy. Kim's battered, tired, and doing his best to stay upright. And by no means ready to give up now. Screw it. Let's check out Clausier's room. Start from there and see where it goes. Yeah, me neither. Come on, Kim. Let's limp. Oop, still holding my gun here. I think since it was in our other hand, the game only tracked us using the spirit bomb. Maybe you can give him your gun, even if it's not held, so long as you've got something to take out the Merc Leader. Anyway, we've gotten a few points from all that, but let's look around and see what's changed. Heal up first, there we go. Pills will take the guilt away. That's today's lesson, kids. Gart fixed the room up nicely. New window, stereo works now. Bathroom looks cleaned up too. Hey, the door to Kim's room's open. Gonna check the mirror first, though. Well, no change here. What the hell? Let's take one more crack at it. Gotta dress the part first. Only space for one more point, but that's all I need, because I'm the best at drugs. Come on, Harry, you can do it. 58%, here we go. Fuck! I can't help it. I'm normal enough to realize how crazy I look, but too crazy to let go. Should have had a drink first, god damn it. I keep forgetting that. I'm not Hobocop, I'm a fraud. Well, let's rummage through Kim's stuff. That'll make me feel better. Man, he was ready for surgery. Go Kim. Here's his paperwork. Guard gave him access to our room. He kept an eye on us after patching us up. Thanks, man. Yeah, we did, didn't we? Let's go. On to Clausier's room. See if we can salvage something from all this. Can I run? I got shot in the leg. I guess so. Ow, okay, not a good idea. She left a note. I'm sorry I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs. Interesting. Not terribly in the mood for surprises, neither is Kim. Probably not another radio trap. Hopefully. Missed the bubble here. Now what's this about? She tied a thread to the window and out to the roof. Is that the angle of the shot? It is. She's showing us where the shot came from. So where does it go? VC says it's the topmost angle, B triple prime. The island. The one place we haven't been to yet, and haven't ruled out. She was there when it happened, and would know where the bullet broke the glass. That might have been what she was doing out there, trying to find the point of origin. After all that, I'm not sure we can trust her, but it fits too neatly with everything else. It might only be a 5% chance, but if it couldn't possibly be anywhere else, then yeah. He's not looking forward to going, but I don't think we've got a choice here. He's trying to justify it to himself. I know, it's flimsy, but unless I've missed something, it's pretty much all we've got. Kim, let's go to the fucking island. Which gets to the question of getting there. Joyce left with her boat, obviously. The RCM can get a boat, but it'd take days. Might as well head down to the fishing village. One of the options suggested Lillian. That's as good a place as any to start. Chin up, Kim. After all that, the worst that can happen is death. And frankly, that'd be getting off easy. Place looks normal enough. Hey, Gart.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
I did, thank you. Big improvement. Oh, that's what I had to do for room service, not wreck the place. That's what I was doing wrong. Suggestion says he really wants us to know he was there when it happened. Also, the room's free from now on. I think we're officially welcome again in this town. No sign of the cop in the wig, just like Kim said. I ask him about being on the balcony for the shootout. Suggestion says it did take some guts. Now, the smart thing would have been to get the hell out of Dodge, but he did stay to tell us Clausier had run off and only took cover when the fight began. Yeah, that deserves a stoic nod. Kim's joining now. You can see his head moving. Yeah, just 3 guys having an I'm too cool to acknowledge how lucky I am to be alive moment. It's the little things that bring us together. Thanks again, Gart. Take it easy. Glad Lena left before all this. The Union booth sure looks a lot emptier now. Hey, Titus.
Crazy motherfucker. Didn't think you had that fury in you, but I guess I've misjudged a lot of people lately. There I was, thinking, where are we gonna find a tin opener large enough for those cans? Then Copo Loco shows up and just sets a man on fire. Impressive shit, Copper. None of us would be breathing right now if it wasn't for... I guess what I'm trying to say here is thank you.
Oh, I knew you cared. I knew that deep down under that communist redneck exterior is someone that just really wanted to be friends with law enforcement. So yeah, after we blacked out, they lost several more people before the fighting ended. Old Theo, Elizabeth, Angus. They all weigh on him to varying degrees, and he's been drinking to cope since. A tactic we can relate to. Glenn's the hardest one to take. Titus says he was like a brother. Of all them, he was the one most wound up for a fight. And then there's Shanky. We thought he'd be the first to run, and apparently so did Titus. But he stayed in the end, and paid for it. Look at this guy busting out the Latin, or whatever it is in this world. Interesting contrast here. Encyclopedia explains memento mori as living virtuously in this world because earthly pursuits are temporary at best. And then Alon, I'll stop calling him Todd now, thinks it means living in the moment because it could all end tomorrow. Look, they're self-appointed cops from a dockworkers union. You're not going to get a lot of philosophy majors here. That said, the man's nothing if not a leader. There's always more willing to follow. On a more sensitive subject, he's regretting sticking his neck out for Clausier, but Suggestion picks up on a deeper bitterness. He can't admit to liking her, a lie drama easily spots. Can only hope she doesn't do this again and leave another neighborhood holding the bag. You can't throw Kim off, man. Dude's so much rock, he's a whole damn mountain. We've talked before about how Titus is smarter than he looks. He and his guys are crass and unprofessional, but hell, who are we to talk? When it counted, we had his back and they had ours. After all this, EDC thinks he might actually make a decent officer himself, and he seems to be seriously considering it. It's a nice evolution of your interactions, from hostile to grudgingly cooperative to actually parting on good terms. Stay safe, fellas. Let's roll, Kim. We'll hit the brothel later. My treat. Might need to borrow some money for it. What the? Someone wrote a message in the street. What's this about? Looks French. Or not French, whatever that is here. One day, I will return to your side. Someone painted over where the battle was, mixed with blood and fuel oil. Reaction speed says it's Cindy the Skull's handiwork. Some of it's our blood, too. Damn. And we can set it on fire? Oh, how can we not? This fucking guy lights a message written in his own blood on fire. Even Kim's down with this, staring into the fire. Hell, he enjoyed the warmth. Hard fucking core. You said it, partner. Let's close this case. Gonna hop on the radio real quick, check in with the station. See if we can learn where the hell our backup is. Man, are you a voice for sore ears, Alice? We've been attacked. Hello? Alice? Ah, you're shitting me. Kim thinks the Union is jamming communications. Radio goes out when someone mentions the attack. Now, you'd think if loss of radio communications would be cause for alarm, maybe send a car to investigate, like if a 911 call drops? Well, maybe they already have, but still. I guess we're cut off for now. Fan-fucking-tastic. Right, stay on our toes. It's not war yet, but the whole neighborhood's bracing for it. Well, maybe we can call our station, ask about that whole La Puta Madre thing. Hi, it's me again. Guy who lost his badge and definitely not his gun. Am I corrupt? There's been talk, but the operator is reluctant to say what that talk is about. So some cops are corrupt and some aren't. Thank you, this has been an extremely helpful conversation. Dick. Well, so much for that. Might as well see who's still around. There's Tommy.
My man, you're alive. Almost, kind of, sort of alive.
Hey man, enjoy the fireworks? Well, even with the shootout, the accepted story hasn't changed much. Not that it would, of course. Like Kim said, after all that, we still don't have a suspect. I decided to tell Tommy about Ruby. Kim's a bit iffy about this, active investigation and all, but it puts Tommy at ease, and like everything else worth doing, we get points for it. The law isn't much known for mercy, it's true, but a little bit of good karma wouldn't hurt going down the home stretch. In fact, I wonder if that would offset forcing him to tell you about her. I wasn't sure if doing that would cause problems down the line. Figured I'd go take a look at the docks. Looks like we can safely run, at least for now. Watch, I'll probably pull a muscle or something. Street's all clear. Without the mercs, the scabs have disappeared. Manana's still here, though. My friend, you would not believe the day I'm having. It's just as Kim said, the harbor is sealed up. There's no getting inside now. And he's not terribly bothered by thoughts of war. His job doesn't change much. Keep a lookout and keep his head down. Nothing like job security, huh? Yeah. Stay safe, man. And tell Everard I hope his stupid crane office drops him one day. Sure enough, the door's locked. Though I remember there was a box just behind Measurehead where we couldn't get to. There it is. $1.10. Not quite worth the wait, but money's money. Right, let's make our way back to the village. With a lot of the streets clear, most side quests are now impossible. I think the little bit before you met Ruby warned you specifically of things you won't be able to do afterward. After this, I might load an earlier save and explore a bit more, see if there's any new options worth mentioning. Let's see if Sea-Lang says anything.
Wow. A cop limping down the street, bleeding from the shoulder, face bruised, looking like hell? You know what that is? Cool. That's cool.
Weirdly enough, going to the island gives us a bonus to asking him for money. I guess if he needed some last-minute stuff, health drugs, or smokes for a buff, maybe. I still haven't racked up nearly enough money to get Kim back his rims. Starting to think that's just not in the cards. Not unless you really panhandle and probably save every penny you can. Clearly, I have much to learn. I mean, I'm only a week into this whole Hobocop thing. What I need is an example hobo to follow around and teach me their ways. A hobo senpai, if you will. Maybe Doom Spiral will take an apprentice. Hi, Lillian. Pardon the blood. We need to borrow your boat.
Officer, what happened? You're limping. Why are you limping? You look terrible.
Aw, she's worried about us.
Look at you. You can barely walk. Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
Well, we picked a good time to go. Our boat's all patched up and waters are calm. The island is some kind of revolutionary fortification. The communist defenses there were destroyed when the coalition invaded. She hasn't been there personally, but Rhetoric thinks that she knows who has. Turns out her husband and his drinking buddies went out there for fun. Bad juju, she thinks, considering people died there. Of more immediate interest is that her kids have been out there too. Got their own little rafts to get there. Kim suggests asking the twins about it before we go, and she agrees, though it'll be tricky getting answers out of them. Also, a lot of the rubble is underwater, limiting our approach. We'll have to be careful on the way in. With all that said, she's perfectly willing to lend us a boat, so long as we don't get reckless with it. Fear not, ma'am. I'm far more careful with other people's possessions than my own. And lives, for that matter. You know, thinking on this a bit, it's possible the date option from before wouldn't end catastrophically. Yeah, there it is. Not feeling that lucky a second time, though. Nah, no time for love, detective. Not today, at least. Today is a day for justice. Besides, I'm already torn between Alice and the entire city of Revachol. That's a lot on my plate as it is. Hey, kids. How'd you like to help a couple beat-up cops solve a crime? This is what we're down to, isn't it, folks? We're the worst at detectiving. So they have been there, at least. Mostly rummaging for bullet shells and starting campfires. Our nerves sting as the kids mention someone on the island. A fire guy, a man out where the shot came from, living out there. You thinking what I'm thinking, Kim? They call him the fire guy because he wants them to put out the fires they set. They don't get why, but it's pretty obvious he's trying not to draw attention to himself. Then there's the lights, separate from the fires. Kim asks if they mean electrical lights, and they confirm it. Well, isn't that a damn fine coincidence? They can't agree on whether the guy lives there. It sounds like he's not always there, which means he might come ashore on occasion. Unfortunately, they didn't get a good look at him, just ran when he yelled at them. Poor kids. I think we've gotten all we can from them. I agree. There's a man living on a ruined island with a power source, putting out fires. An island that just happens to be our suspected sniper's nest. We may have just found our real murder suspect. Wanted to check out on Spiral and the guys real quick.
Man, you're like bleeding now. Reality's really messed you up.
Brother, you don't know the half of it. No new options, though. The Headless Rider and the Cocaine Skull are just two other stories I'll tell you for a drink. I'll have to look elsewhere for my hobo senpai.
A little speed to spice things up.
Yeah, nothing new. Stay drinking, fellas. Well, looks like there's nothing else to do but head out. Let's get to that island. Yeah, the only tasks left are the murder weapon and the origin of the shot. Otherwise, we're as done gets. Here's our ride. The skills all warn us we won't be coming back. I did a double take of this boombox line. Like, what? Really? That's a thing you can do? And it very much is. Our man Hobocop puts on a sad rock station for a dramatic ride out. It's a frequency we know very well. Fuck it. Crank some sad FM. Let's set sail.
Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Eternally. Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. And the trees are green and overhanging, where the light is free and everlasting. And the trees are green and overhanging, where the light is free and everlasting. Want to be free.
We are superstarring the fuck out of this endgame, I tell you. Well, here we are. All that's left after the party ended. About ready to call it an episode. We've only got those 2 tasks left, and it's looking pretty likely we're going to check them off here. Just going to poke these real quick. Martinez has plenty of history lying around, but now we're truly standing on the bones of the revolution. This chain here connects to the depot on Land's End, the one we couldn't open. Likely a way to bring supplies to the island and lock down the bay. It's an island fort, basically. Hard to imagine someone living out here. I suspect we'll find out exactly who this fire guy is next episode. But until then, thanks for tuning in, folks. I'll see you next time.